here's the sit rep. I am currently on I-70, driving on I-70, which is something I hate doing, but we are going camping. We are going camping up near the Vail area. The fun part is I have my mom, she's a couple cars behind me. She's following me up to the campsite, and Charlie is already up at the campsite with her mom. So it's like a mom's weekend. It's gonna be very fun. We just have to find her. Oh, my ears are popping. I tried hailing her on the radio, but she is not able to hit the repeater from the sound of it based on her topography. So I just know in a general area where we're going, and I'm gonna try and reach out to her when we get a little bit closer over Simplex to see if I can pinpoint her exact location. But I do know the coordinates, so this shouldn't be too difficult of a campsite finding thing, I hope. I haven't heard from her in several hours, so I'm guessing that means that they found a campsite and they're not still searching. Okay, let's just enjoy the beautiful I-70 traffic for a while, shall we? We are on the Shrine Pass Road. Shrine Pass. Mom's Subaru is doing great. This is a very easy, like last time we were here is way more rutted. She's in her little Crosstrek and it's doing quite well. It's at home here, but the views are gorgeous. Last time I was here, it was not nearly this green. So I'm very excited about this. We just established connection with Charlie on the ham radio. She is at the pre-planned campsite, so that's cool. They got the site. Apparently it's pretty muddy up there because it rained for hours, but that's okay. Mom and I are just taking our sweet time enjoying this trail. I hope the wind isn't killing this. And we're gonna get to camp in hopefully pretty soon. All right, stay tuned. We made it! Alright, you wanna... Hi.
So, it's very washed on this side. Yeah. She just needs to hug right here and she'll never have an issue.
Okay. Do you want to guide her through it as I pull through? I was gonna try and get it on camera. It's all good. Alright, let's have you park up. Dexter's excited to see you. Okay, we made camp. I didn't record setting the tent up because I'm terrible at this, but here we are. There we go. So, set up. We're just gonna continue getting set up here. I'm in like a dirt pile. All right, we're gonna get this set up because it's gonna be cold tonight, so we'll get some warmth going. Mom came through with the snacks and the barefoot wine. We got cheese dip, we got wings, we have 1 bucket toilet. I'm gonna start making some hot dogs soon here. Let's see if it's time to flip the glizzies. Oh yeah.
Not sponsored by Nathan, but these are the bundling, so sponsor us.
If Costco would sponsor us in Glizzies, like I think that would probably be the best sponsorship ever.
I'm basically keeping Costco afloat by the amount of glizzies I buy.
How much would you pay for a Costco Glizzy meal? Like if they had to raise prices for inflation?
Not a cent over what I already pay.
I would say $1.75 to me is fair. I'd even pay $2.
Nope. They better throw in a side. They better throw in a cookie or something. They're going to start doing that.
Yep. Yep.
I think it's only right. That's a inflation-proof food, like the rotisserie chicky.
Real talk's happening right now. All right, here we go. Glizzy time. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Seems really whoopy undone.
Mm-hmm. It's getting cold and windy. Didn't plan that one through. It's gonna be probably in the 30s tonight. I've mostly set up camp here. My little string lights are out. Got the iCamper set up. I'll do a full camp walk around tomorrow, but I've got these little cheap LED bulbs that I got on Amazon, string bulbs, and I just have it to a cheap battery bank right here. Eventually I'm going to put a USB tap in here for my dual battery, but walking around camp, Charlie has her brand new FSR Evo V2. This thing is slick. We're excited about this. Except it came defective, but we reached out already. Hopefully they'll take care of that. And by hopefully I mean they will, because it's definitely defective. We'll talk more about that later. It's windy too, sorry if you can hear that. We got the campfire going. This is really nice, warm. I modified the Ignik Firecan Deluxe a little bit to make it have more output. Our little guy Dexter is in the tent. He's happy as long as he's not barking. Yeah, we're doing okay. It's gonna get dark really soon, so we're probably not gonna have much more video happening except for what you can see right now. Might make it an early night. It's cold. It's getting kind of windy, so we'll probably drink some of our box wines and go to bed. And more tomorrow. We're here for all day tomorrow and tomorrow night. So I've worked a full shift today, and we drove here as fast as we could. We wanted to just camp out tonight. We knew tonight would be a bit of a throwaway night. And then tomorrow all day I'm gonna just hang out. It's great to not have anything to do. I'm rambling, but this is a good night. I'm really having a good time. Your fur's cold, Dex.
Here, help.
Dexter is high-strung, high energy, high anxiety. So we have him in his little fortress, and he's happy in there most of the time, but he's barking a lot. I feel bad. We can't trust him off leash, and he's just a crazy dog. So that's that. This feels nice. I don't know how well you guys can see me, but it is bedtime. Yeah, it's very cold outside. It's probably in the 40s, but I've got my tent all set up. Let me show you around. Got my pants over there. Got the Rumple sleeping Rumple blanket in my 32-degree Sierra Designs bag. It's very warm. I've got the top, hold on, you probably need to, let's zoom out. There we go. I've got my, I call it the sunroof. The sunroof is open in the iCamper. That's going to help a lot of fresh air come in, as well as my side vents are very, very open. I do that to prevent condensation, fresh air. Got some accessories over here. Lights, flashlight keys. Got my CPAP all plugged in, ready to run. I'll talk more about that tomorrow, and this is just the bag that I keep the CPAP in. But yeah, that's it. I think we're gonna call it for the night. It's pretty cold out for summer. For July, it's very cold. So good night. I hope I sleep well tonight. I don't have an alarm set or anything. I'm just gonna sleep in. All right, we'll see you in the morning. Bye. Trying out this Kuju coffee stuff. I got it for free at work, so I'm gonna see what it's like. I've had a ton of these packets sitting around in my camp bin for a really, really long time. Okay, I do appreciate that. It is actual maybe ground coffee. It actually smells pretty good. I hope these come out okay. It's like sludge. I like sludge coffee. All right, first sip, here we go. It's good. There's some flavor there. Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet because I think Charlie's still sleeping. It's more complex than a typical coffee. And I'm not a coffee snob. I drink McDonald's McCafe that I buy on Amazon, 32 ounces at a time. I don't really prefer certain types of coffee over another, but tastes good. Got some complex flavors. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I was ready to hate it. I think I'm a black coffee drinker. I don't use creamer or anything. I think if you like creamer, milk or whatever, this is gonna be awesome because it's gonna taste like milk or creamer. If you like black coffee, maybe worth giving a try. It's expensive for what it is versus just bringing like a Ziploc baggie full of your normal coffee grounds, because pour over to me is like the easiest and that's what I normally do. But for a disposable, easy pour over, yeah. I don't think I'd pay money for it though. I'd only use it for free because the rep brings samples and I took way more samples than I was probably supposed to take. Still starting my morning off pretty well. The problem with starting these jet boils or any propane butane at altitude is the spark. This one wouldn't work. This one barely worked, but I got it. The igniter on here it might be getting old. It's a very old jet boil. So I'm gonna make some oatmeal. He's making Spam. Sizzling. That's gonna be really nice.
Smells good.
Smells really good.
I haven't had it in years. I don't eat this, okay? Don't think I eat this.
This is a special occasion.
It's just because...
Spam's ready. Oh yeah. Breakfast of champions.
You're not gonna have it with any bread, Chris?
With bread? No, I don't need the carbohydrates. I should have chopped it up and put it in my oatmeal. This is going to be some colon lubricant in about 45 seconds. Okay, so real quick, my dual battery system last night, running my CPAP, charging some batteries, running some lights, used about 40% of my 100 amp hour battery. And the sun is just coming up enough so that my solar panel on the roof is going to start pulling power in. So my Redarc system is saying at 1 amp, it's going to take me 2 days to charge my battery 40%. Which is, I mean, that's about normal. I'll pull in more amps once the sun gets higher up. So I have a feeling this is probably going to get close to fully charging my battery. But the nice thing about the 25 amp BCDC charger that I have from Redarc is if I need to, I can just run my truck for like 30 minutes and that'll give me enough power to honestly take care of everything. But this is more for fun experiment's sake, like how much, because this is the first time I'm going to test it where this truck is stationary for a long period of time, and I'm excited to see. All right, we are right now just hanging out. That's all we're doing, hanging out at camp. We have all day. So I'm just gonna maybe play some ham radio, just relax. I never have time to relax anymore, so that's gonna be nice. It's very rare that we go on a trip and we have nothing to do during the day. Normally we're going around like crazy trying to see cool stuff and get from camp A to camp B and all that stuff. So here we are, kind of bored, and that's nice. It's refreshing. Charlie's in her tent. She's going to read. I'm in my tent. I'm going to lay here. I don't know, but it's good. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing. It's very, very fun. Relaxing outside, having some Provisions Pinot Grigio juice box. Skeeter. This stuff tastes like eggy farts. It's bad. So my recommendation for day drinking is not this one. Unless they want to sponsor me, then I will be a shill for it. All right, we're breaking out the big guns. These Alpine Skeeters are aggressive. I've never seen them fly through the cloud made by a Thermacell and not even blink, so it's time. All right, so this screen room has been with me on lots of adventures, and it is awesome. I think I paid like 120 bucks for it. Got it on sale at Walmart on their marketplace type thing, and it's amazing. It's not very waterproof, obviously, but it's great. And then I think the mesh is like SPF or UPF 50, so it works really, really well. Keeps you nice and cool. But Thermacells work better when they puff their stuff up and there's something above to catch it and like help it come back down. It lets them make a more strong Thermacell bubble. So we're gonna roll under this thing because the Skeeters are bad. I'm getting eaten alive. Hey, buddy.
Mr. Santa's.
Dexter has abused Santa Claus, so he just wants. Hey, buddy, it's okay.
Mr. Santa needs to rest or he ain't gonna bring you no Christmas presents, baby.
You'll get another one next year.
So this is actually the campsite we were at last time we were up here. This is a really, really great spot. Charlie got here a few hours before me last night, and she came up here, walked up, and someone had left the fire ring still smoldering, which is incredibly frustrating because it's such an easy thing to not do and such a simple thing that could burn all of this. Like, it's such a dumb, stupid thing. So Charlie pulled this log out last night, and luckily now it's completely out. And luckily yesterday it did rain. But like, this is such a dumb, like, don't do it. And we're in a burn ban right now. So this shouldn't have been going at all. Frustrating. It's very frustrating. At least it's pretty clean. Not much garbage anywhere.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Shockingly clean. I'm okay. Thank you. Got some burgers on deck. I'll flip these in a bit. Burgers are coming out nice and cooked. We got our burger station here. Charlie's doing peanut butter burgers. I'm doing spicy mustard and mayo. Yeah. How was your burger? Can I have a Funyun?
Exactly. I wonder if they...
Oh my God. No. Thank you, honey. Oh. Okay, real quick. The sun is setting. The winds are picking up. I think we need to take the screen tent down.
It's just my sparkle.
And then we're gonna maybe hunker down. So this might be the last video for a while.
Help.
So we're sitting in the tent. We're watching Deadliest Catch on Charlie's phone because we're cuddling. It's cold out. Everyone's turning in, reading their books in their tents, trying to stay warm. And Charlie keeps just absolutely firing off these terrible weapons of mass destruction. And it's so bad. Good morning. I'm being very quiet. Charlie's still trying to sleep. She did not sleep well last night, I don't think. She has insomnia. One of the reasons we sleep in different tents. Poor thing. There was some snoring happening last night. It wasn't me, because I use a CPAP. But I think it kept her up all night. Her noise machine wasn't working very well, and I'm trying to be as quiet as possible to let her sleep. So that's that. I'm just gonna enjoy this coffee and hang out.
to 95. Lows in the 50s. Chance of rain 30%.
Yeah, so mornings like this really make me question how much I want to winter camp. I love winter camping, but like it's in the 40s, 50s this morning, and it's cold. I think it's mostly the humidity. It's very humid, the air is very dense, and that's what's making it feel colder. Plus, because it's summer and like 70s and 80s down at like the 5,000 foot elevation, and we're up here at 11,000 feet. I guess my brain was wired for summer camping, and I was prepared. I had my winter jacket and everything, but I kind of was craving some warm weather camping this weekend. This is still amazing, don't get me wrong. I'm just a little chilly. So, I don't know. Winter camping, I think it's time to get a diesel heater or something. Just to like pump into a screen room, not even for sleeping, because I was very warm last night when I was sleeping, but just to pump a diesel heater into like a screen room and just have that be toasty, have a little hot tent just to hang out in. Oh man, that would be great. I think I'd really like that. So maybe that's something I'll look into for our winter adventures coming up. It's July. It's end of July. It'll be August very soon, which is really depressing, but you know, that's just how it is here in Colorado. We get a really short summer season. And because the best camping's up high, it's just cold. I don't know, maybe it's time to move down to the desert, somewhere warm. I like to pack these little Ziploc baggies full of oatmeal and chia seed. Just boil some water in the jet boil, throw it in a bowl, add a big scoop of peanut butter for the protein. You don't need to spend a bunch of money on those freeze-dried ones. This is way better for you too, because it's not full of sugar. This is ready to roll. I used to scoff at those insulated camping bowls that are like $40 for a single bowl, but this oatmeal gets so cold so quickly that I get it. I think that might be something I do. Also, don't judge me for using a plastic spoon. We earned the karma of the disposable spoon because of how much garbage we pick up at camp. I think benefit number 55 million of owning a roof rack, hold on, is I can lay my camping pad here to dry out in the sun, and it's just a real handy space. I like having it. The thing I try and do too is let all my CPAP stuff air out in the sun, get it nice and dry. The UV will help with whatever funky stuff is in there between cleanings. I got my blanket and my sleeping bag over here. What I'm going to do is once those are dried out, shove them back in the tent, close it down, because we're going to go camping next weekend, so it's all going to get put away totally dry. One thing I did in the iCamper was I took some marine carpet. I got it at Lowe's, and I used a bunch of VHB tape and stuck it down. This works kind of as anti-condensation. Mostly it's just because since I run the X-Ped and it's a thin, narrow X-Ped, it's mostly just as a nice, comfortable place to kneel on and sit stuff down on while the X-Ped is what I, lay down and sleep on. I'll do more about the wiring and stuff in a different video, but right now I'm just letting it air out. I don't feel any condensation underneath here, so I think we're okay. It's working pretty good, just needs a lot of time to air. So we're just gonna let that go. And that is the reason I love the iCamper, especially compared to my previous Tough Stuff tent. It is so much faster to put away and to put up. My Tough Stuff, it would take me, I don't know, 10 minutes to put away because of all the tucking, but this thing is great. And that's me out of practice. That's how fast it was. So, love the tent, it's great. We're just gonna hang out and pack up and then we're gonna head home. The hell is this thing? It's shiny and black and gold. I don't think you're hostile, but I'm gonna let you chill. But I would recommend you jump off before we hit highway speed. Okay, that's it. Trip's over. I'm gonna police the area, make sure we didn't leave anything, but that's it. We're done. We're going home. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, whatever it is I'm supposed to say, do that. We're gonna go camping again next weekend probably, so there'll be more of this coming soon. Bye. This is Mom's camp stove that she hasn't used yet. She brought it on the Moab trip from a few years ago, the trip where Charlie and I met. And it was still brand new because we couldn't use it, it was so windy. And there's dust from the windstorm right there. It's still in there.
Should bottle that.
We should bottle it in exploding propane cans.